right, coming up next is the UFC Heavyweight Showdown. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my legs. And if they do get their hip back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Nightmare. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 235 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Anthony Rumble Johnson! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and on one side, clearly the more well-rounded fighter. Yet when he sat down with him on Thursday, first words out of his mouth, he ain't gonna submit me, I'm gonna try to take him down.
Oh my goodness, and you laugh just like that because you know how much of a joke this is. You want to avoid the grappling with this guy at all costs. I know he has bravado, I know he has a big ego, but it would benefit him to fight this fight and make it as easy as possible.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Well, no surprise here. Johnson gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent. Oh, and there's another uppercut. DC, you got a pretty good uppercut. I'm not sure it's as good as his, but pretty good.
It's not as good as this guy's because this guy can throw it on both sides, and he throws it with the same amount of power to the body and to the head. He's very, very good at throwing uppercuts. Oh, my God. That uppercut landed.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Oh, straight right. Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Nice job on the counter there, and this is really a tried-and-true counter striker who will try to use the over-aggressiveness of his opponents against them, and that's exactly what he did there to great effect. Oh, that'll ring your bell. Head kick. So that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Goes upstairs for an elbow. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Johnson. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Trying to stay in this fight.
Elbow deep, takes him for a ride. What a high-impact takedown that was.
Side control now. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Well, he's landed a... He's out!
It's over! It's over! What a performance!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched you.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Nightman.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
But you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done.